Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Bienvenue, tout le monde.
Good morning.
I'd like to welcome all of you joining us in person and those who are also joining us online. For those who don't know me, my name is Monica Gattinger. I'm founding chair of Positive Energy here at the University of Ottawa. And Positive Energy, for those who are new to our work, we have a mandate to strengthen public confidence in energy and climate decision-making. We pursue that mandate in two principal ways, one of which is to use the convening power of the university to bring leaders together from business, from government, from Indigenous organizations and civil society alongside the academy. And then the second way, I have the pleasure of leading a research team of 15 to 20 or so researchers, both here at the university and beyond, to undertake solution-focused applied academic research. We're at a hinge point when it comes to our work at Positive Energy. This conference very much is at that hinge point. So we're just finishing off a current 3-year phase of our work that is focused on Canada's energy future in an age of climate change. You'll be hearing a lot about that research this morning and this afternoon. And we're just then opening up to and starting a new phase of research, a 5-year research agenda around net zero and how to strengthen public confidence in decision-making for Canada on the road to net zero. As you can tell from our title, a more complete roadmap. We think that there are some things that need to be incorporated into decision-making around net zero, and we'll be talking more about those today. We will begin the day with an Indigenous welcome from Elder Claudette Commanda from Kitigan-Zibi, Anishinaabe First Nation. Those of you who have the agenda in front of you will know that we have the bios listed at the end of the agenda, so we won't spend a lot of time on bios today, but I did want to mention that Elder Commanda has a long history with the University of Ottawa as student, alumnus, professor, and chair of the Aboriginal Education Council here at the university, and she has had a distinguished life promoting First Nations people, history, culture, and rights, including serving 3 terms on the Kitigan-Zibi Band Council. Elder Commanda is joining us virtually today. We had hoped to have her in person, but for a number of reasons, she's had to join us virtually. So we're delighted to have a hybrid conference, which enables her to do that. So I hope we can bring her up on the stage now, virtually, and have her deliver her welcome. While we're pulling up her video, I just wanted to say, Elder Commanda, once we can see you, we hope we can see you soon.
Good morning, Monica. I'm trying. Yes, I don't have access to the camera because it says that your technicians have access to it.
Get her camera working. Hopefully our tech people can help with that so that Elder Commanda can be seen by people here in the room and online. People are working on it. I will let you know. We're seeing movement, hopefully. This is moving us in the right direction. This is one of those moments, you know, when you're planning a conference, you have the things that you fear about, you know, when you wake up at 3 a.m., you're like, what about if the video doesn't start for one of our guests? Here we are. We will survive. She will arrive. Maybe what we can do is we can give it another minute. And if not, while that is being sorted out, we could hear from our Associate Vice President, Research Promotion and Development. All right, so I see that we're still running into some video issues with Elder Commanda. I've received a message. All right. So while that is being worked out, I would like to welcome Dr. Martine Lagacé, Associate Vice President, Research Promotion and Development at the University of Ottawa, to say a few words and welcome you here today on behalf of the university. Dr. Lagacé was appointed Associate VP, Research Promotion and Development in August 2018 for a 5-year term. She is a professor at the Department of Communication and is affiliated with the School of Psychology. In addition to her administrative experience, which is vast, I see Elder Commanda. All right, Elder Commanda, are you with us?
Yes, I am. I'm here.
All right, we're just waiting for the sound to be a little bit louder. We're not hearing you very loudly yet, so let's hope the techs can increase the sound. If you could just speak again for us for a moment so we can see if the sound is up.
Good morning.
Wonderful. We have you with us. Thank you so much. Before we turn to you, Elder Commanda, we had, knowing that you were going to be here originally in person, I don't know how well you can see, but we have a gift of tobacco here for you. And if you could let us know how you would like us to deliver this to you. Do we deliver it to the land? Do we send it to you? But just please do know that we have provided you with the gift of tobacco, and we're just very grateful that you can join us this morning. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Monica, for inviting me to be part of your conference to give the welcome, the blessing, the land acknowledgement. And thank you for the passing of tobacco. And I will send you a note on how to properly use this tobacco. I do have a tobacco on my behalf, which I am using this morning as I give this welcome blessing to you and to the conference participants. So I begin by saying Kwe Sheba, Minu Gishigwan. Good morning to everyone. It is a beautiful day. I apologize that I am not able to be with you in person. I was planning to be there and I was looking forward to being with you in person. However, sometimes there's things that are beyond our control that do not permit us to act accordingly on our plans. But I am here with you. I'm here with you virtually and in thought and in spirit and in prayer. So chimigwech kibija yego ma nongum, pijajik nichkiweduk, pijajiko ma anishnabeeki. On behalf of the Algonquin Nation, my family, my community, those Algonquin communities, the 9 that are located in the province of Quebec and the 2 that are located in the province of Ontario, which is Pikwakanon and Wagushish. We welcome each and every one of you beautiful people who are joining here today for this conference on positive energy. Welcome to this beautiful, unceded, unsurrendered homeland of the Algonquin people. Bienvenue à tous, bienvenue ici à la territoire non cédé de nos ancêtres à la nation algonquine. Mon nom c'est Claudette Commanda, je suis une femme algonquine de la Première Nation. Bienvenue, bienvenue ici. I'm always honored and proud to bring words of greeting, words of welcome on behalf of my ancestors, on behalf of our relatives, and behalf of our nation. I acknowledge the first ancestors of this land, which are my ancestors. And I say, Chimigwej, ni Jenwendagana, Migwejonje Nongum, Migwejonje Wabang. I acknowledge the homelands and ancestors of Indigenous peoples from coast to coast to coast in this beautiful country called Canada. And I acknowledge everyone's ancestors, no matter where you come from. I acknowledge your ancestors. It is important that we remember our ancestors, remember where we come from, who we are. For indeed, the past, our ancestors that are filled with knowledge, they direct us today in our world of living, as well as in our world of living. And your conference is called Positive Energy, the Roadmap. It's a roadmap. Our ancestors are the roadmap. the roadmap for today and the roadmap for tomorrow. So let us call upon our ancestors. Let us say thank you to our ancestors for our lives being here today. And let's come together in this great circle to raise our hearts, our spirit, and our voices, one, and to give thanks to the great power for all of the blessings of life and the joy of living. And the blessing that I will give to you today is, I will say on behalf of all of us here, to say Chimigwech Gishiminado Kinakego Chimigwech, Miigwech Creator, for all of your blessings and all of your joys and wisdoms and loves and kindness that you loan to each and every one of us today. So Chimigwech Gishiminado Kinakego. We thank the Creator for the joy of living as we acknowledge that first grandmother, our grandmother the moon, and we say Miigwech Kokamista Pekisis. We acknowledge that first grandfather, and we say Chimigwech Mishomis Kisis. And together, as brothers and sisters, no matter where we come from, let us together with that one heart, one spirit, and one voice to acknowledge the first mother, the mother whom Creator has blessed us with, so we may have her each and every moment of our lives for today and our children. And we acknowledge our mother, the earth, Chimigwech Jojoaki. Your conference, Positive Energy, it's about learning, working, supporting, success. You are a community of individuals who care about the environment. You're a community of thought and action. The environment, you call it the environment, and we as First Nations or Indigenous peoples, Algonquin and Anishinaabe, it is nature, the land and the water. And we must work together to ensure that our mother, the earth, is protected, she's respected, for indeed the land and the water we borrow from our children. So let us work together to show that it's so important that the environment is healthy for our children today and tomorrow. Good luck with your meeting. Take good care. Keep up the good work. Net zero is so important. Miigwech, thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you so much, Elder Commanda. I'm looking at you on the screen that I can see off to my left here, and it feels like you're with us. It feels like you're here in person. We greatly appreciate the time and energy that you've taken this morning to provide us with that welcome. I think it will set us on a very successful path for the remainder of the day. Thank you. I'd like to turn now to our Associate Vice President Research, Dr. Martine Lagacé, to provide some words of welcome on behalf of the university. Martine.
Thank you very much, Professor Gattinger, for this introduction. Bonjour à toutes et à tous, chères participantes, chers participants, chers collègues, dear attendees, speakers, and distinguished guests. It is a pleasure to welcome you all to the University of Ottawa for this conference, organized under the auspices of the ISSP and Positive Energy and its director, Monica Gattinger. Comme il a été mentionné plus tôt, mon nom est Martine Lagacé et au nom du cabinet du vice-recteur à la recherche et à l'innovation, c'est avec le plus grand plaisir que je donne aujourd'hui le coup d'envoi à cette conférence sur l'avenir énergétique du Canada à l'ère du changement climatique. These long months during which the COVID health crisis shook up the whole world have kept us focused on saving lives and finding vaccines. The fact that we're meeting here today in person signals that we can be hopeful that our collective efforts have paid off and that we can shift our resources and agenda to include other pressing, if not urgent, concerns, such as climate-related energy and environmental issues. A few months ago at the COP26 in Glasgow, Canada committed to ending public financing for foreign oil and gas, called for global carbon price, and reiterated its support toward the clean energy transition. How to reach Canada's decarbonization agenda against the backdrop of the political polarization on climate and energy issues and the many economic, social, and policy challenges is precisely what will be at the core of today's discussions. The lineup of researchers, policy analysts, government and industry representatives, as well as the civil society stakeholders, which Professor Gattinger's team gathered today at the University of Ottawa, will take stock at the opportunities and obstacles laying ahead of us to meet these challenges. These important discussions are vital to inform the next steps to the road to Canada's net zero future and to bring stakeholders closer. À l'Université d'Ottawa, nous sommes depuis longtemps engagés à réduire notre empreinte carbone pour contribuer à atténuer les conséquences des changements climatiques et visons de ne plus émettre de carbone d'ici 2040. We are proud to have been the first university in Canada and the second in the world to sign the Montreal Carbon Pledge and to have pledged to follow responsible investment practices outlined in the Investing to Address Climate Change, a charter for Canadian universities, as early as 2020. We are more than ever committed to a long-term investment portfolio strategy and have announced we will divest all the university direct equity fossil fuel holdings by 2023 and all indirect holdings by 2030. Our efforts and our leadership role have also been rewarded with a gold rating in recognition of its sustainability achievements from the Association for the Advancement of Sustainability in Higher Education. And last but not least, I'm pleased to say that we have recently launched the Jarilowski Chair in Economy and Innovation to tackle sustainable economic solutions and contribute even more to informing economic policies in the transition towards a low-carbon economy. Finally, I would like to seize this opportunity to recognize the leading role of positive energy that it is playing in examining the complexities of transitioning to net zero carbon and in promoting consensus about Canada's energy future. J'aimerais terminer en félicitant d'ailleurs ma collègue, la professeure Monica Gattinger, qui a été la pilote, le rôle dans toute cette belle conférence aujourd'hui. Malheureusement, je ne peux rester des vôtres aujourd'hui, mais je suis certaine que les discussions seront productives et fructueuses en termes d'un avenir meilleur pour nous toutes et nous tous et pour la planète, bien sûr. Excellente conférence à vous. Merci.
Merci, Martine. When Martine says that she wishes she could stay with us for the rest of the day, but can't, I fully understand. Her portfolio is massive. We're about one of 24 institutes that fall under her rubric. So we were very delighted, Martine, that you were able to spend some of your time with us today. We know how precious that it is, and we're very grateful for the support of your office to our efforts. So before turning to our first session of the day, we'd like to thank our financial supporters for enabling us to conduct the research and engagement that we've been undertaking over the last 3 years. Many of them are represented either here in this room or online. So that includes Alberta Energy Regulator, the British Columbia Oil and Gas Commission, the British Columbia Utilities Commission, the Canadian Association of Petroleum Producers, Canadian Renewable Energy Association, Cenovus, the Clean Resource Innovation Network, Electricity Canada, Natural Resources Canada, Ovintiv, and the Social Sciences and Humanities Research Council. As you can see, we've got a wide diversity of contributors to our work that really span the full breadth of our energy systems here in Canada. We'd also like to thank Nanos Research. Nick is with us here and will be spending the entire day with us. We're delighted for that. Nick chairs our advisory council and Nanos is our official pollster. Without the contributions of our financial supporters and partners, none of this would be possible. So thank you to all of them.